In this video, we'll talk about how to use conditional logic in LeadGen forms. We'll also talk about qualification forms, the use of and or condition, and logic jumps. So this is my form in the live view, and I'm going to fill in the details to check if I qualify as a user or not. So I fill in the form. Let's say I say yes to this question, and I press next. Let's say I say no to this one and I press next. I say yes to this one again and press next. And likewise, this shows that I do qualify as a user. Now, let's see the other case, that is the not qualified user. And I fill in the details of the form again, but this time with different choices. So let's say yes to this question. Let's say no to this one. Again, no. We're sorry. This shows I do not qualify as a user. Now I'm going to show you how this can be done in the builder. This is what my form looks like in the builder. And this is my first question of the first step. And at the end of each step, you'll see jump to next step option. Here you can choose any option. Let's say I choose jump to step 3. Now I save my form, and before I preview the form, let's take a look at my step 3. Are you anyone in your household receiving income related benefits? So let's preview the form. This is my first question. Let's say next, and this is directing me to third step. This is my single select question, and this is the logic jump. Here I can add more than one jumps. So let's say I jump to step 6 if choice selected is no. So I can add more than one jumps here. This is a multi-select question, and I'm going to show you the use of and or condition. So these are my options: yes, no, and maybe. I click on the logic jump. Let's say I say jump to step 1 if choice selected is yes. I add the condition or, and I say jump to step 1 if choice selected is maybe, and I save the form. I click on the preview. Now let's take a look. I fill in my first step here. I click yes, and I click on next. So this is redirecting me to step 1. Let's refresh the form again. Now let's check with the other choice, that is maybe. Let's fill in the first step here, and now click on maybe, and then say next. It is again redirecting me to step 1. So this is how the or condition works. Now let's check the and condition. I can change the condition here. Jump to step 1 if choice selected is yes. Let's change it to step 6. Jump to step 6 if choice selected is yes and choice selected is maybe. So this is my first step. I fill in the form. I fill in the step. I say next. I select yes, and then I say next. And it is giving me an error that only one choice at maximum can be selected. So I go to the builder again, go to advanced settings of the multi-select question. I change my minimum choice selections and maximum choice selections. Let's say 2 and 2. I save the form, preview the form again, fill in the first step. Now click on yes, and I say next. So it is giving me an error that I have to select at least 2 choices, and then I click on maybe, and yes. This is the last step, that is, we're sorry. It is showing me that I'm not qualified as a user.